Hello, I'm going to do a really quick review on the Rollei 35. This is one of my favorite cameras. The main reason is its size. You can pretty much take it with you anywhere. It doesn't take up much space. You could either hand carry it, or if you have clothes with larger pockets, you can bring it along with you or put it in your backpack or whatever you carry with you. But definitely that's one of my favorite parts is its small size. However, it does come with a single 40 millimeter lens. You're not able to change it. It does collapse. You do have to extend it and then lock it into place, and it stays pretty still. So whenever you're done shooting, you just unlock it and then it collapses back down. It has a left thumb film advance, which makes it pretty quick there on the left hand side on the top. So it's pretty quick with that. The shutter button is all the way to the right. The middle button on top is the lock, lens lock button. It's a zone focus only camera, so you kind of have to guess the distance. It does have a 40 millimeter viewfinder, but there's no really way of checking your focus. So I usually shoot f5.6 or higher, and I usually have pretty good results. The speed and aperture are controlled by the two wheels next to the lens. The speed is on the left and the aperture is on the right. So every time you frame up a picture, you make sure that those two are fixed, and then you're all set. I'm just having it here next to my Leica 3, so you can see the 3 is already a small camera, but next to the Rollei 35 it's pretty small. I'm sure there's a smaller 35 millimeter camera, but to me, a nice vintage mechanical camera like the Rollei 35, it's the smallest I've ever had. It does have a leaf shutter, so the maximum speed is 1/500th of a second, but it's pretty quiet. It doesn't make much noise like a SLR or any camera with a mirror. But yes, these two cameras are pretty much my favorite everyday cameras. They're pretty much kind of snapshot, or especially the Rollei, it's just kind of a snapshot camera. It's not something you're going to use if someone wants good pictures of themselves, or if it's kind of serious. It's more of a fun camera. You're eventually going to get some photos that are in focus. So it's just kind of a fun everyday camera that you can take with you, that you like bringing with you. It just has the basics. It does have a light meter, but the light meter uses an old mercury battery. There are alternatives you can use now, but it still doesn't really, it doesn't last very long. You can get them through like B&H and other big photography websites, but it's still unreliable. It just kind of gives you a full shot. I usually just guess the aperture, but that's pretty much it. It's just a fun everyday camera that you can take with you every day. Thanks.